I've driven that route dozens of times. Sydney to Melbourne, 18 hours. I know which stops to make and which ones to skip. I've done it so many times it stopped feeling like a journey. It was the GPS. That's where it started. It suggested a route I hadn't used before. Saved 40 minutes, it said. I was tired. 40 minutes sounded good. The first 20 minutes were fine. Normal rural highway, some towns, a few trucks. Then the GPS said, turn right, and I turned right. The road got narrower. No center line. The edges crumbling into dirt on both sides. The trees pressed in close. I slowed down. The GPS showed I was still on the right road. Then the GPS lost signal. One moment it was there, then a spinning icon, then nothing. No map, no route, just a blank screen and a narrow road going forward into dark trees. I tried my phone, no signal. I tried to load an offline map. It showed nothing in this area. Not because the map was blank, because the road I was on wasn't on the map. I kept driving. I told myself the road had to connect to something. All roads connect to something. I just needed to keep going. Then I passed a landmark. An old wooden gate on the left side, half fallen, with a rusted chain. I noticed it because it was unusual. I kept driving. 20 minutes later, I passed it again. Same gate, same chain, on the same side of the road. I pulled over. I sat with the engine running. I tried to think through what was happening. I had driven in a loop, on a road that went in one direction, which is not possible. I turned around and drove back the way I came for 30 minutes. I should have hit the highway by then. I hit the gate again instead, on the wrong side of the road this time. The gate was on the wrong side, which meant I hadn't turned around, or the road had. I don't know how to explain that. I'm just telling you what I saw. I drove for 3 more hours. I stopped twice. I tried to stay calm. The fuel gauge was dropping, and I still had no signal, and the road still wasn't on any map I could load. At dawn, the road changed. Without warning. The trees thinned. The surface improved. And then I was on a highway. A real one. With signs and lines and trucks. My phone found signal. The map loaded. I was 200 kilometers from where I should have been. 200 kilometers in the wrong direction. In 3 hours of driving, I've looked at that area on maps since. Many times. There's no road there. Not a dirt track. Not a fire trail. Nothing. The area I drove through for 3 hours at night doesn't exist on any map I've found. I have 3 explanations I go back to. I was more tired than I thought, and I misread distances. Something was wrong with my sense of time that night. Or there is a road out there that isn't on any map, and I drove on it for 3 hours, and I still don't know how I got off it. I don't do that drive anymore. Not the inland route. I take the coast road now. It adds 2 hours. I don't care. Sometimes on long drives at night, I think about that gate. Half fallen. Rusted chain. How many times I passed it. How it kept being on different sides of the road. There's no explanation I'm satisfied with. There's no version that adds up. I just know that one night, I turned off a highway, onto a road that didn't exist, and drove on it until dawn, and came out 200 kilometers from where I started. And I have no idea what was out there in the dark around me while I was on it.